Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 2 yards and able to get. The first down in the process.
2 yards on the play. First down, Cincinnati.
Everybody, give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
A first down throw for Prescott. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
12 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Prescott to throw it. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You'd have to imagine, for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From the 27, Roethlisberger. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Dante Moncrief, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 7-7, our score after 1. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Prescott from the gun, and he whips that one incomplete there. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Mike 55, Mike 55. Eat.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Ready? Blue 30. Mike 50, huh? Blue 30.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Room here to run. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll run here with Connor. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Roethlisberger got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
After the sack on first down, Prescott. They find some open field here. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Logo! Check out. Alert, alert. Hey, exit.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Able to hit his tight end, Grimble. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll look to run with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's Pollard. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And some room to run now. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. Steelers. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Brings up 2nd down at the 37-yard line.
Hey, 47. Here we go, 50, Mike 50. Watch the 26.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 11 yards there, first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott flushed out right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Prescott down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I got you.
Here's Roethlisberger. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Nifty move. Shreds the tackle. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the 36, Prescott. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Sammy Watkins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. Big Andrew Billings there on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
180. Mike 50, Mike 50. I got you. Double bump.
Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Prescott. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Outright, he gets this one to Switzer. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of his end zone, Prescott looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Throwing, Prescott. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Dancing away at the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Conner. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Alert, alert.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would.
And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And now here's Switzer, the target, and he's got it. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
On first down, it's Conner. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. They'll go with Snell here on first down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Boswell's kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards, the final tally.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and now it's second down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Kill.
Now Pollard. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Now Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. They start with a give to Connor. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, pulled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got Moncrief. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Right there in the middle, 55.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Prescott to throw this time. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Conner. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.